I'm here at the Prison Architect booth with Mark.
Mark Morris from Introversion. I'm the producer of Prison Architect.
Who you'll probably know from the videos if you've ever seen them.
You might. They might know me if they've ever watched any of them.
So you're going to be announcing, I believe, what's happening at release today at 2 o'clock. And you're also releasing the last patch today, is it?
No, 6th of October.
Oh, is that last patch, is
exactly.
it?
So,
okay.
Well, version 1 goes live on the 6th of October, right? But we'll be carrying on updating Prison Architect after that. So basically, we had a whole list of things that we wanted to get done for version 1, including 2 super cool new features. We've got full story mode in there now, escape mode in there as well. That's all going live on the 6th of October. I'm talking about those features today at 2 o'clock, but afterwards there'll be more updates to Prison Architect over kind of next year.
Okay, so it's been quite a long journey. Anything interesting happen along the way? What's the biggest lesson you learned and stuff? You know, anything funny?
Yeah, I mean it has been a whole long journey. Lots of highs, not many lows actually. You know, it's just it's worked out really well for us. We had a big list right from the start. I mean, it's a prison building and management game. So as soon as you say that, you can start thinking about everything that you need to get into the game. So we've had that list and we've just been working through it. The response has been amazing. We've got over 1 million players now, about 1.25 million players. The community on Steam have made I think about 12,000 prisons at the last count. Just incredible response to the game, which is something we're really, really amazed at. And that's basically been it. We've managed somehow to get an update out every month for the last 3 years, you know, despite having, I think, 6 children or something amongst all of us. You know, it's been a crazy ride, but you know, we're finally not at the end, but we're finally at version 1.
Yeah. Anything you've come across that you've learned a massive lesson from, sort of from a developer side, or any funny memories?
Well, we've kind of updating on a monthly basis has forced us to be very focused on making sure that every feature that we put in the game is playable within quite a short period of time. In the past, we've really gone down some like rabbit holes and made some mistakes, and we've spent a lot of time developing stuff that's never seen the light of day. And when you're a small studio, you just can't afford to do that. So the focus on getting stuff quickly into the hands of players has really been the biggest lesson that we've kind of taken from.
Cool. I mean, I know you've been here just about every year that I've been here, I think, for the past, what, 4 years now?
Yeah.
So I know you started off very small booth, just a little tiny studio, and now you've got this rather impressive booth.
Well, thank you very much.
So what can we expect at release? Like I know you'll probably be talking about the campaign today, and
yeah. And so exactly. So the sandbox is what everyone's been playing during the alpha period, the early access, which is basically just free-form gameplay. There are a few objectives, but in general, your prisoners just turn up to the prison and you build a prison for them to stay in. Now it's very deep, there's a lot of complexity in there, there's many systems that interact, and the campaign is really what teaches you how these systems work, how to use them within the game. But also, there's a really strong story in the campaign. When we wanted to make a game about prisons, we wanted to look at the characters that inhabit a prison, right? You think about, video games don't really do prisons very much, but film, TV, books, they really have. You know, you think about some of the most colourful characters you'll know about, they might have been from prisons. You know, some of the best things you've ever seen on TV, Prison Break, Shawshank Redemption, you know, really great kind of entertainment product. And we wanted to be able to do our version of that as well, and that's what we've done with the stories. You know, looking at some great characters from like mafia dons to kind of corrupt politicians. You know, they're all in there for people to play. So that's one part of it. The other part of it is escape mode. Now this is something that I'm really, really excited about. Escape mode, you take a prisoner and you play as yourself, as a prisoner, in either a prison that you've built or any of the 12,000 prisons on the Steam Workshop. So you hit a little button, you are the guy that arrives on the bus, you get out, you're handcuffed, the guard takes you to a cell, takes your handcuffs, and that's it then, you're in that prison. So you're obeying their regime. When they say eat, you've got to go and eat. But of course you can do everything in the game that prisoners can do in the sandbox. So you can steal contraband, you can get a drill, or you can get a knife, right? You can attack guards, get experience points, fight your way out, break into the armory, get a shotgun, blow your way out, you know, dig a tunnel outside, you know, whatever it is that you need to do to escape from this prison. And we think that that is really going to enhance the game experience for all of the existing players and hopefully bring in a whole new chance for people into the Prison Architect world.
That sounds really awesome, actually.
They are. I mean, I would say that, wouldn't I? Because I'm the developer, and it's kind of they've been on the show floor now for 3 days. The response has been incredible, so I'm so excited about this stuff.
Cool. Was that a thing you had planned from the beginning, or was that something that you came up with along the way?
We knew that we wanted the campaign, the stories in from the beginning, but we couldn't really release those into early access because you can only play a story once, and you need to play it when it's finished, and you need to play it in relatively quick succession, right? You wouldn't want to watch Game of Thrones and wait a month for episode 2, right, and then another month for episode 3. You'd forget about it. Escape mode, that came from an alpha update, I can't remember which one, where if as a warden you had too many deaths in your prison, you were sent into your prison on a corporate manslaughter charge, right? And that was just like a little fun, quick thing that we did. And that suddenly was when we thought, hang on a second, this could be like brilliant. We'll turn this into a whole escape mode. So, that idea came slightly later.
And will the modding be able to play into the escape mode? Because
yeah. Absolutely, definitely. The whole game is completely moddable and customizable. And once escape mode is out there, we'll be keeping a close eye on how it's played, what the players like, what they don't like, maybe what we would need to do in the sandbox to encourage creation of really great prisons to escape from. Maybe a grading system, leaderboards, all these sort of things to encourage the escape mode style of play if the community enjoy it.
That's a really cool. I really like the sound of that. I haven't played it yet because I've been busy with looking.
You've been busy interviewing people.
Yeah.
The life of a journalist, the YouTube, it's hard, isn't it? So.
But I will get around to playing it. I didn't realise it was actually at the booth.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Well, it's a bit. We've done it in a little bit the wrong way. That we're announcing it today, and we've been here for a few days.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought this was going to be the latest alpha.
Yeah, exactly. But the fans that come along, it is in there. So when we finish talking, get in there. You can play Chapter 2 or Escape Mate, have a crack.
All right then. Do you have? I know you said you've got plans to expand it along the future, but do you have anything set in stone yet for the future?
No. What is set in stone is the 6th of October when Prison Architect launches. We then shit ourselves for 4 hours. There's a launch bug in there that's corrupted it. Once we get to about midnight on the 6th, right, we're all going to get horrifically drunk, and I can't see beyond that.
And you won't run anything before it either?
No, not really. I'm just working, and then I'll just be relaxing.
So, as I said, you've been here for the past, is it 4 years now, 5?
Yeah, well, I think since it started, yeah. I mean, we launched Prison Architect at EGX in 2012. That was when it launched. So that's definitely 3 years. We were at the first Res, and I think we were at the first Eurogamer show, as it was called back then. And it's a great event, I love meeting all the fans, I love meeting the gamers, and it gives a place for gamers physically to come, play the games that obviously there's all the big rubbish that no one's really interested in, but that they get a chance to go and meet the people that are making the game, shake hands, buy all the merchandise, meet other gamers, and I think that's such a wonderful thing for the industry, the developers and gamers alike. I think it's great.
So what excuse will you have to come here next year? That's what I was going to ask you. Because it wouldn't be Eurogame without you.
We paid 50 grand on a booth, so we have to get our money's worth out of it.
Because it certainly wouldn't be EGX without you, as it is now.
Oh, that's kind of you to say. I appreciate that.
All right then, thank you very much.
No worries.
Anything else you want to say?
Real pleasure. No, I'm just going to shake your hand and say it's been an absolute pleasure talking to you.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Have I got to wear the hat?
You got to be on. Okay. It's a bit small, isn't it? But.
Want me to make it bigger? It's got a very small.
Right, it's a good cue. Oh, I thought just hold them now. I'll give you a tenner. I'll give you a tenner. I'll just hold them.
Lock the door. Lock the door.
Thank you.
Right.
Right.
Right.